All right, shalom, shalom. First off, let's give all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach and rule well. Sincere shalom to all you men preaching his word in truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. Shalom to the scattered elect, the Israelite foreigners as well. And shalom to the few sisters that are listening and learning and preparing ourselves to meet the Lord. Okay, shalom. All right, it's going to be an in transit. Okay, so whatever the Spirit gives me, I will give you. And I'm going to be roughly quoting scriptures. But yeah, if you want to type it in a blue letter, they'll pop up. Okay. So this lesson or this in transit is gonna be about, man, how this world is flipped upside down, man, and righteousness is foreign to this world, okay, and wickedness is pretty much the normal or the standard, okay, and thanks to who you have ruling, which is Esau Edom, man, the wicked. One thing I was thinking about or meditating on yesterday night is how they have these what's it called, seafood, but basically the lobsters, the crabs, the unlawful fish that we're not supposed to eat, okay? But how it's more expensive than like your chicken, your beef, or your turkey, man. They've made it a delicacy, okay? That's just one example. And here it is, people breaking their necks to go buy some crabs or mussels or clams, or, you know, I remembered the word, the shellfish. The shellfish, man, is more expensive than your chicken, your turkey, your beef, which are lawful animals that you could eat, man. And these shellfish are closely related to roaches, man. They're pretty much just roaches in the sea. Now, we say that all the time, but it's a scientific fact that they're related. They're just water roaches, basically. And that's just one thing. How this place is just upside down, man, is backwards, okay? Another thing is these holidays, man. Coming up is Halloween, okay? You know, and that's why the scriptures say, surely the turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. We're living in an upside down world, man, okay? Where guys want to be girls, girls want to be guys. You got people marrying or trying to marry animals or non-sentient beings like trees, couches, you know, stuff like that, man. That would be considered even 50 years ago would just be weird. Just be weird and awkward, man, and degenerate. Okay, pretty much mildly retarded. They used to use that word, you know, retarded. And that's why the scriptures mention that is like darkness is light and lightness is darkness, man, or light is darkness. And this is truly the valley of the shadow of the death, valley of the shadow of death. And these countries feed off America's wickedness, man. It empowers them. So this is the head of the snake. So this is why it says, which ought to be destroyed, man. Ought to be destroyed. And there's going to be nothing but desert creatures here after this destruction takes place. You know? It's, and it is rightfully so the judgment of the Lord, man. But he created this place. You know, one name that the scriptures call this place is the land of Ophir. If you look into that word, it's reduced to ashes, man. It's reduced to ashes. And this ain't no place to really like raise a family or even be raised yourself. Okay? And you could think your so-called God, for these black women, you could think your so-called God Esau Edom, so-called white man. Because he's perverse by nature. It says Hebrews 12 and 16. I can never forget that one. There's certain scriptures that I remember. It's all in my memory, but there's certain scriptures that they'll never leave. And Hebrews 12 and 16 is one of them for me. It says, lest there be any fornicator as profane as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. And, roughly paraphrasing, afterwards he would inherit the blessing. He was rejected. He was rejected. The spirit in this man is not right. It talks about that. His spirit is not upright in him. Okay? So you can't fornicate. These other nations, fornication is pretty much breaking a law. You can't come close for these other nations. Now, it talks about the Israelites, these have surpassed the wicked. My people have become more wicked than the wicked. So, pretty much Jacob and Esau is neck and neck right now. But in the past, there was nobody to compare to Esau Edom, man. Okay? But these heathens, man, even in their wickedness and their simplicity, they don't scratch the surface of what Esau Edom is doing. Okay? And one example of that is how Esau conquered these lands and pretty much renamed them, displaced people. Pretty much a lot of these nations are content with just the land that they inherited. Pretty much what the Most High gave them. They're not trying to take over the whole world. They might expand to a certain degree of lands they feel like that belong to them, but they're well, now I'll take that back. Now Moab, what it says, it talks about Moab having the same kind of ambition, or the pride of Moab. Now Moab is trying to really world domination, conquer the whole world, because he sees what that could get him. Okay? But Salakia. But other than Moab, you pretty much don't really have nations that are trying to do what this so-called devil, Salakia is a devil, so-called white man is doing, man. You don't have that. There's no examples of it. But if they were to rule, it'd still be a wicked society. It's not as bad as Esau Edom. So we're in the lowest possible vibration. It said the Most High could set up over. It said the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and he set up over it the bases of men. And lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau Edom. So we're at the this man is the lowest form of creature on this planet. He pushes these things to normalize himself for being a degenerate. Okay? Because if the mass majority of people are into it, he looks like he's like the so to speak, he looks like a god, and that's what he wants. Okay? With all these pagan holidays, trying to go to the moon, which is wickedness, trying to number the people on the earth, which is wickedness, deforestation, which is wickedness. This technology, although it can be used for good, they're using it for wickedness. Okay. So yeah, man. And it's obvious to see, man. And then when you bring out certain things, you're the bad guy. That's the funny part about this whole thing, is you're the bad guy. You know, if you bring up certain things these devils are doing. You know, the conversation right now, you know, this is a righteous rant. Like I said, you know, whatever scriptures come to mind, I'll try to feed you. You know, the talk of the town right now is Israel and Gaza, or those Palestinians. And if you say, you make a slight comment, say, well, they're not even the real Jews, which is a fact. Then they look at you like, oh my God, have some sympathy. How dare you? They're being attacked. When they've got more casualties, they've killed more people than those Palestinians or them, you know, people from Gaza or Salakia, Hamas, as they say. You know, so this whole thing is a joke. Whole thing is a joke. And honestly, you get tired of hearing about it. Those two people don't belong there. The land belongs to us, the true biblical Israelites. You Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and we're gonna get that land back when the Most High wants us to. So we ain't tripping over that. But those conflicts are gonna continue to happen, you know, and that's why I said this place is backwards. Here it is, you got two people that don't got no right to that land fighting over it and killing each other. So if you ask me, that's a positive, you know. The land is judging them, man. The Most High is judging them, you know. So yeah, man. And what else is happening in the news today, man? You know, just thinking of certain things, you know. But that's pretty much the biggest conflict right now that I know of, is that the Israeli situation. You got all these Americans, and I stand in support of the state of Israel, man. Don't you know them? Nah, I ain't even gonna go on there. I ain't gonna bring that up because I might get this video might get deleted. But don't you know that they not working in the best interest of America? That's why it says the least of the flock shall draw them out. Okay? The least of the flock shall draw them out. It's the Amalekites, man. They're gonna get America into some shit that America really don't want or really can't handle, even though America might think it can handle it. This thing is gonna be provoked or started by these Amalekites. You know, America is Israel's big brother, as crazy as that sounds. But the state of Israel, 1940s, man. Before that was so-called Palestine, so-called, all right? But, and America is a young nation in itself, okay? So, you know what Big Brother has to do when little brother starts some shit that it can't finish. Yeah. And I was watching a video one of the brothers brought out, I think it was GMS Vegas sit-downs of basically Amalek's devious nature over the years, and it's killed American military too, which that makes sense, you know. But once Iran, Ezekiel 37 and 38, Salaki, if you want to read those chapters, you'll see what is going to happen to America and Israel. Russia, Turkey, Iran, Moab, and certain, North Africa. They're going to team up and just, it's going to be like the dream team. the dream team, just going up against, you know, America and Israel and the NATO, the beast, and and then the beast. Get this, it's so cold. The Most High is so cold that he's gonna have America's allies. It says the beast shall hate the whore. It says the beast shall hate the whore, and there's another scripture that basically said, I think the mother's gonna despise. I gotta get that because I haven't heard that scripture in a long time. Pretty much England's gonna despise America and just team up with Russia to destroy this place. You know? Because it knows America's doing backdoors deals and fucking over certain countries and what's it called? NATO? Yeah, NATO. It knows it's America's just doing too much, man. Doing too much and being devious and even lying to its own allies. So they're gonna have another thing coming for America, man. You know, this went from, you know, but that's the spirit, man. That's how the spirit flow. But how dirty America is, it's gonna get done just as dirty, if not dirtier. You know, and we're tired of this fucking place, man. We're tired of this place. It gotta go. And but we endure, and we keep fighting. But I just find it funny. You go in the grocery store, all these abominations, all these you know, abominations as far as, you know, your diet goes. That's the stuff that's most expensive. So that's like that's mind-boggling, man. You know, now everything has went up in price. Don't get it wrong. Don't get it twisted. Everything has went up in price, but I don't even know what seafood is, how much it is. But you know, I briefly glanced, and that shit is expensive, man. That shit is expensive. And that shit smells so bad when you cook it. You got all type of toxins in it. And those clean the ocean, man. Those clean the ocean. So Esau is throwing this whole earth out of whack, man. The balance is off. So Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, it says wherein righteous dwell, you know, yeah, man, Yahushua is coming to balance this place back out in righteousness, and he got some friends that's going to help him, which are the angels and the elect, 144,000, man. You know, so, you know, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I want to give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakwadash, and Shalom.